successful result, but has it covered a cost personnel-wise?
It has, yeah. Obviously, Sironen left the field. George Whitby's failed an HIA, and obviously Joe Batchelor came off with what seems like a calf issue. So, it's pleasing to come here and get a good result. And it's been a long couple of weeks since losing the game, so to get back on the winners' podium, so to speak, is nice. But yeah, it has come a bit of a cost.
Are Curtis and Joe likely to be gone? Because George won't play on Friday, obviously.
It's looking that way at the moment, yeah. Given the fact that it's now Sunday afternoon and we play Friday, it's probably a lot to ask of them to probably turn themselves around in that space of time. But we'll see.
As the game itself, did you get? Obviously, you won the game. Did you get what you wanted from the game? Yeah, we did. Look, we came here today under no illusions that we're not going to be judged on today. But nonetheless, we had to come here and we had to perform. And I thought for the majority of the game we did okay. I thought the game was a bit scrappy at times and a bit slow. And went a bit flat after half time, and then it got a bit heated and we warmed to the contest again a little bit, which was good to see. But yeah, we kind of got out of it, what we needed. Oh, and Diagonal, Carl Felt.
Yeah.
Good days for both those wingers, and how good is it to have Carl back this year?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, you can see he's a wonderful finisher. He's been doing that for years in the NRL also. But he's got a great demeanour. The way he is around the team, his leadership qualities are quite clear to see, and he's a real calming influence on the group, which is good to have back in the team. His experience is invaluable.
And the young Owen on the wing, he looks like a winger to me.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I think it's his best position and it's his preferred position. He moves quick. He's very athletic. He'll only get better and better, and obviously great for him on a personal level today to get his first Super League try.
A couple of flare-ups there. First one, you were a little bit aggrieved at all with what had happened. Perhaps I've not seen the incident or what happened with George Whitby. Yeah,
I've not seen it back yet. Obviously, there's no screen here at the ground today, and I'd have to look back. I think obviously there was an initial tackle which I'm not too sure what went on, but I know that there was a little bit of afters there as well, which the lads failed an HIA, and I don't think you can. Once the tackle's been made, what's the reason to go back in and push his head into the ground? I'm not so sure, why that happened and why it was allowed to happen.
In terms of physical and direct, I thought Big Al had a probably strong game today and probably led you quite well.
Yeah, he did. He was excellent. He's tough to handle, isn't he? I'm not telling anybody anything there that they don't know, but he came to play today and was excellent. I thought Noah acquitted himself really good as well when he came off the bench. And there was a lot of individual performances out there to like. However, I've spoke to the team, a fair bit over the last 2 weeks. Doing it today is great, but we've got to back it up again next week.
Frustrating not to get the nil.
Yes, yeah. We've done a lot of good work there in the game, and like I said, Salford, you can look at the scoreline and think that they were poor today. That wasn't the case. We had to defend well for periods in the game. But yeah, to leak one late on, it was obviously the Salford fans. It was great, obviously, for them to get some reward at the back end of the game. But yeah, we were disappointed with it.